Fontanelle was a 6-year-old kindergartner at St. Matthew, the Apostle Catholic Church in River Ridge, Louisiana. She was described as an itty-bitty princess, a sweet little girl who was extremely friendly and could often be seen riding her bicycle to the nearby levee or playing with her 7-year-old sister. Bella's parents shared joint custody, and she lived with her father, Michael Fontanelle, his living girlfriend of several years, Hannah Landon, and her sister in a home just a few blocks away from her mother, Jennifer Zeladon. Hannah Landon, also known as Bunnak Lim, was the living girlfriend to Bella's father for several years. Court documents revealed a history of fights between Bella's mother and Landon. In June of 2021, Landon was served a summons for simple battery after she allegedly attacked Bella's aunt, her mom's sister, at a swim meet, allegedly leaving the woman with visible scratches below her left eye and on her left hand, according to the police report. Landon was extremely uncooperative with officers for the duration of their time on the scene, even refusing to identify herself. Landon told officers that Bella's aunt attacked her unprovoked but could not produce any witnesses to corroborate her account and refused to allow officers to examine her for injuries, according to the police report. The next month, Landon tried to file for a temporary restraining order against Bella's mother and aunt, alleging that they attacked her at the swim meet and that Bella's mother had made multiple threats of harm against her. The restraining order was later dissolved, and Landon's petition for a permanent injunction and damages was denied. On April 25, 2023, Bella's paternal grandmother picked her and her sister up from school, took them to eat, to the library, and to see their father at work before bringing them home. The grandmother left their house after getting them ready for bed. The next morning, April 26, 2023, Bella's sister woke up happy that she'd been paid a visit by the tooth fairy. Bella's sister and her father walked into Bella's room, but her bed was empty. He thought she might be hiding. He checked the comforter, and she was not there. They also checked inside and outside the residence. She was nowhere to be found, along with Hannah Landon. Sadly, the frantic search for Bella ended at 7:30 a.m. when police discovered the little girl's battered body stuffed inside a 12-gallon chlorine paint bucket that had been left a few blocks away in front of the yard of her biological mother's home. Authorities believe Landon killed Bella at her father's house and took her remains to her mother's house. Hannah Landon, also known as Bunnak Lim, was captured on neighbor security video pulling a wagon with a bucket inside it down the street. Authorities secured an arrest warrant and detained her later in the day after she was released from a hospital where she had been sent for evaluation. After she showed up at the police department around 1 a.m., online jail records show she was booked into custody under the name Bunnak Landon. A judge ordered Landon to be held without bond. She could face the death penalty or life without parole if she is convicted. Bella's death was a big shock to the small community of Harahan. In an email to parents, school officials said Bella's death was a horrific tragedy that will impact our school and parish community. Hannah Landon was officially indicted by a grand jury with first-degree murder and 2 counts of obstruction of justice. Coroners ruled that Bella died from blunt force trauma to the head and strangulation. Detectives also testified that Bella's sister said Landon was mean to her and feared living home with their father. Fortunately, the sister was not harmed. Court documents also revealed that Landon buried her phone the night of the murder and that her phone search history showed her looking for criminal defense attorneys. Attorneys representing Hannah Landon requested for a higher court to review if their client is competent to stand trial. She was found competent to stand trial after a mental health evaluation. However, her attorneys have appealed the court's decisions. It is unclear when the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals could render a decision on the competency evaluation. Jefferson Parish Judge Nancy Miller set a trial date for July 15, 2024. That's Bella's aunt, Bianca Cano, called her death a senseless and heinous act that has destroyed their family forever. She went on to say, "Your beautiful little voice, your funny personality, the way you dance,